Hey guys, ILene Vick here for Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. It is Friday, January 17th at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and I am live. It is week 3 of 2025, and in my neck of the woods, it is currently 46 degrees with a high of 56 and a low of 24. Welcome to my broadcast. I'm here for the next 3 hours for coloring, companionship, chat, friendship, giggles, and laughs, pretty pictures, and of course, the what, the how, and the why of adult coloring. In other words, what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, and why I'm doing it. Welcome to my YouTube peeps who come in and chat with me. That is always fun. Welcome to my YouTube peeps who watch this broadcast after the fact. And welcome to my Facebook peeps who'll see this broadcast when I download it into my group, Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. All right. So let's see who's here tonight. There's Mamie. Hello, Mamie. So glad to see you, Mamie. Al Jolson. Janie, hello. Tammy. Maggie, happy Friday, happy Friday, happy Friday, happy Friday to one and all. Maggie always sings when she walks in the door. Tammy, hello. Angie, Thomas is here. Sherry. Let's see, who else? Miss Lori. Hello, Stephanie. All right, good to see everybody. So, guys, how was your day today? Win, lose, or draw? I'm going to say my day's a win, although it's kind of silly. I got some stuff from Sam's that I desperately needed. Lori, draw. Tammy, draw. Stephanie, draw. Maggie, draw. Who else? All right. Anybody else care to tell me how their day is going? Let me grab my paper towel. Janie says win. Got a fairy coloring book by Margaret Terence. Thomas says draw, been a quiet day and coloring. Okay. All right. So the format of the broadcast is that we have a duet piece, which is a free coloring piece that I give to you. We're working on the cards. Hello, Karen. No, I have not heard of her. Margaret Tarrant? No. So these cards are from the Combo Word Search and Coloring Book. 50 word search puzzles, 50 related images to color. And this is the page that I'm working on. We did the playing cards. We did a little bit of the puzzle together, which I thought was fun. Oh, I just found another word. Blue. Not in the puzzle list, but fun to find anyway. All right. So we're doing the cards that go with it, and then the puzzle matches the picture. So this is available on Amazon if anybody wants it. There's the format on the back. This says gnomes. There's a gnome picture. Boom. There you go. The second image that I'm working from is our steampunk scientist. Or not working from, but working or doing, coloring. And that is from the Coloring Heaven Steampunk Special. It's a few years old. Might not be available. I don't know. You can check it out if you're interested in picking it out. And these images are by Matt and Dawn Davidson. Okay. So I hope everybody's keeping warm. Maggie, how's your family in California doing? You said your niece was there? Absolutely shocked because when I went to check the news, to check stuff. Hello, say Chris. The fires are barely on the news anymore. Peyton is back home working from her house, and everything seems okay for now. Yes, she is your niece. Okay. Chris, good to see ya. Okay. So last night I worked on my pink and orange flower. I'm just going to blend that a little more with my finger, soften it up. Now I'm going to pop down to the one down here at the bottom. I'm going to work on reds. Hello, Jamie. Maggie, I'm so glad to hear that Peyton is back home. All right. So let's go ahead and get some reds going here. Maybe just put up the link for this image. Let's see, there's my one red. I'll show you these in a minute as soon as I get it figured out. So Mamie put up the image, and the word search is there for you too. Oh, that's a little too dark. Our weather's gotten really warm. Okay, so let me show you the reds that I've chosen. So this is my dark color. It's really a maroon. Here's my medium color. Here's my light color. Now, does anybody remember what bridging means when we're choosing our colors? Somebody tell me what that means. Grace? Yeah, it would be after 8 for you. Okay, what bridging means is that the 3 colors that you've chosen will blend in with each other. So when I run the dark into the medium, they bridge from one to the next, and then the medium to our light. So that should help you pick your colors. Oh, Thomas, so you have a win. They finished your office. They just have a little bit more to do in your closet. What about your bathroom? Okay. So this is the flower I'm going to be working on. It's on the lower left of the right-hand card. So I'm going to start with my darkest color. The bathroom is basically done. We just got to do a couple things, and we got to get at that Hoyer lift put in. Good. Okay, so check out now is I'm working my darker colors. And what do I always tell you? Don't grind your pencils into the paper, especially your darker color. I think I need to get a little closer here. Now, take your time. Grace, you told your husband what today? Hello, Ivy. Oh, not to press, Grace, not to press hard with the pencils. You need to get your husband to watch my broadcast. Oh, he watched part of one night. Okay, good. Grace, what's your husband's name? Steve. Okay. Well, tell Steve anytime he'd like to come in, we'd love to have him here. Now, remember how I always tell you that when you do your grayscale, it's a combination of following the grayscale and also use your artistic inclinations to color up the area like you would like to see it. Okay, there's my dark. Now let's go back to this middle petal just because we've got a lot of medium here. And I'm going to put a little bit of light on this tip. and this one spot right here. And then I'm going to come back with my medium and we're going to blend all of this together. Isn't that beautiful? Now notice how I'm back blending over my dark to blend all of that in, right? Yeah, Thomas, what you're trying to say is a master's degree in adult education. Okay, and then we'll come in with that light. And notice how I'm blending over the top here just to add a little bit of that light color to my overall petal. Okay, so let's go clockwise here. Here's our medium color. And then I'm going to run that medium over the top where that line is a little, is the medium color. And then we're going to, hi Paul. You're here, but I'll be listening to your peaceful broadcast with my phone headphones on. Sounds good. Glad you could make it. Okay, now that was my medium. All right, we can trash talk Paul because he's just listening. Okay, now our light color. So we can say things like Paul wears sweaty underpants and he can't say anything back. All right, Paul, your mom wears army boots. At least his name isn't Paul Bearer. Oh, I'm getting on a roll. I'm getting on a roll. Okay, so notice how I'm using my lightest color now. Could you imagine with somebody that has a name? First name Paul and last name Bearer. I'll bet you there are people with that name. Okay, now I'm going to come back with my medium here. See, Paul, aren't you glad you came in today? Oh, Paul has a little advantage. He can still respond, unlike you. Okay, now we're going to finger blend that. And then I'm also, now again, the grayscale doesn't call for it. Stephanie, not a put down for me. In fact, 34 years ago yesterday was in Desert Storm when bombing started. Oh. Well, obviously none of this is meant as a put down. Okay, now I'm going to come in with my dark. And we're going to go ahead and add a little more of this streaking pattern. Isn't that pretty? And again, because our dark is on top of our medium and our light, it changes that dark color. It's not the pure dark. And that's what I'm counting on. Now, I'm also going to take that dark and I'm very lightly going to go over the top of my medium and my light. See how I'm doing that? So not only am I darkening the area with my dark here, but I'm also using this color as a top coat. Is everybody following that? Linda, 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 and the three amigos, Uno, Dos, Tres, Linda, Michelle, and Wally. Hi, Michelle. Is everybody following what I'm telling you with this petal? By putting the darker on top. And boy, is that pretty. Well, Michelle, hi, right back at you. Okay, now. Stephanie, would you care to share your story about Desert Storm? Okay, so this is my medium. And then I'm going to, hello, Allie. Allie, oops. Allie, how's your eye doing? I hear you had a fall the other day. That was what, about a week ago? Okay, this is all medium. And then I'm going to come in with my light. Her eye is much better. It's yellowish now and almost gone. Excellent. Who's coloring with me tonight? So Tammy is, Janie is. Isn't it fun playing around with these flowers? Again, I know a lot of you will watch tonight and chat, and then tomorrow do the coloring. Linda, you are? Now, your blending is going to be particularly important on your flowers. And I want you to notice that was my light. I'm going to come back with my medium, and I'm just going to shade a little bit towards the bottom of this. See how I'm doing that? Kitty, I'm coloring in your Easy to Color Jubilee book, the snail page. Oh, that's cool. Mamie, do you have that link, the Easy to Color Jubilee book? All right, check out how I'm putting the medium in here, and it's turning this darker. Okay. Next petal. Looking for love in all the wrong places. This is my medium. Oh, the link doesn't work anymore. That's weird. Okay. Give me a second, Mamie, and I'll find it for you. Here, you guys can look at the pretty flowers while I'm looking for it. What do you guys think? All right, let's find it here. Easy to Color Jubilee. Coloring book. Okay, Mamie, incoming. There you go. Mamie, by the way, how was your dinner out in your Elvis movie marathon the other day? That was Wednesday when you weren't here. So Stephanie went over with the 23rd TFW Tactical Hospital at King's Fahad Airport, a detail that took me all over the theater with General Schwarzkopf, assistant, set up hospital in Oman scene, went into UAE, Iran, Kuwait. Wow. Stephanie, never a dull moment, huh? Okay, now remember how I've told you, or have told you, that colored pencil, when you're using different colors, the different colors tend not to disappear. That's one of the neat things about it. Now I'm coming in with my light, and notice that when I blend over this, that medium still shows. And look how beautiful the streaks in the flower are. Well, hello, Patricia. All right, so there's our dark inside of the curve. Well, Patricia, the only way you're going to really learn is to jump right in and do it. And then my medium. Amy, Amy. Hi, Amy. Hello, Julie. Oh, Allie loves my flowers. Thank you, Allie. I love them too. I think they're turning out beautifully. Okay, let's roll this around a little more. So now we've got medium here. Oh, that's beautiful. Mamie, Allie told me to tell you she loves you. How sweet is that? Okay, here's our medium. And then I'm going to come in with a little dark here. Check it out at the bottom. And upwards a little bit. See how I'm taking that upwards? Right into that purple flower. Okay, let's work on the bottom here. I'm going to turn this upside down. A little easier for me to work on. And I've got to move my camera just a little bit. Okay. Looks like we got a lot of love floating around in the group tonight. So there's my dark. And then my medium. And again, notice that I'm back blending over the dark. Okay, Grace, thank you. To get that nice smooth look. And then we're going to pop up, get a little medium at the top here. And again, don't forget to turn your pencil while you're coloring. Now we've got a little bit of medium here. And we'll come in a little bit lighter with this medium here. All right, Grace is back. Got her water. Oh, let's move this. Hold on, more camera adjustment. She's a mess. I sent your iguana to her because I knew she would love it. And she just found it and really liked it. Okay. I've got a little more dark down here that I wanted to add in. And then we'll go back to our light. So Maggie, what do you mean that she's a mess? What does that mean? Now, see what I mean about the colored pencil here is that this medium basically held its own. Even when I put the light over it. Now again, I'm back blending over my medium with my light. Oh, she's in a goofy mood tonight. Okay. She's called you 3 times already tonight. Oh, I thought she was with you. Okay, let's move over to our next petal. Oh, let's see here. Okay, medium in between here. Now, again, remember, you determine the shade of your pencil by the number of strokes that you do over it. Oh, Larry's still not feeling good, so no overnight. Oh. All right. I'm going to grab some water. Okay. Oh, Ivy, you got the chunky holographic glitter. Cool. You'll like it. Okay, medium. Now, watch closely here. Zoom in a little. This line here and this part here are both medium. But what I'm doing with my pencil is I'm stroking back and forth at the bottom part of this line a little more than I'm stroking inside this triangle. And that's how I'm getting my two shades. Everybody see that? All right. Guys, you see what I mean about darkening these areas using the same pencil? So I'm going to darken my line here. Actually, I'm not going to use the same pencil. I'm going to use my lighter color. Here's my medium. I'm going to plop in a little dark right here. And then my light over everything. And notice that I'm coloring in the direction of the petal. Now, obviously, when I get to the very top, I have to go sideways, but that's all right. Oh, is that pretty? All right, let me turn this puppy right side up. What do you think? So I'm going to finger blend this a little bit. Any questions about how I'm doing this? Maggie, you thought about getting the chunky glitter. Then I had a vision of it going everywhere because of dropping it. Mamie, will you please put up the link for the chunky glitter? That's okay, Mamie. Have faith. Okay. What's my next step on this flower? Oh, Tammy, you ordered it and it's coming tomorrow. Guys, what's my next step? Thomas, yes, I think I have one of them, of the R.J. Hamptons. Okay, my next step, you're close, Tammy. I'm going to use my darkest flower color. And I'm going to define these petals a little more. And I'm also going to pull my Payne's Gray, not black, but Payne's Gray. Which of course I have once again managed to misplace. Oh, where'd that puppy go? Okay, Payne's Gray. We're going to pick out the individual petals. Maggie, you talking about the glitter? Okay, so this is one petal right here. Go ahead, Maggie, push the button. And notice how I'm shading underneath that petal, the side of it here. And I'm sorry, I'm shadowing. We'll blend that a little better. And notice by putting that Payne's Gray right here, it's making this petal stand out more. And we've got a little bit of a petal here. Let me see what book I have by Hampton. Oh, let's see. Yeah. I know I've got one, I'm pretty sure. And then again, nothing came up. Okay. I stand corrected. Okay, then we're going to turn this. And notice now by what I'm doing, we've got this edge right here. And notice how when I darken this, this petal pops up. Finger blend. Oh, Grace, I don't really think any Christmas book runs out of season, but hey. It's whatever you feel like coloring. Okay, more finger blending. So we've got this petal sitting on top of this petal, and this petal sitting on top of this petal. Everybody see that? And then we're going to make another petal, this one right here. Guys, everybody see how I'm shading and shadowing in these individual petals? And then we've got another petal right here. Down at the bottom. A little bit of a finger blend. All right, let me get this right side up. And now I'm going to use a little bit of my Payne's Gray just to define my petals a little more. And that's certainly enough Payne's Gray. Now, let's grab our white. We'll go ahead and emphasize this line. And then I'm going to bring a little bit of white into the petals. Now, don't go crazy with your white, otherwise it's going to look funny. And notice when I blend straight out. Okay. I think we're pretty good. Now I'm going to soften my white with my finger blend. Any questions? Now I'm going to come in with black. And specifically, I'm going to use my pen. And I'm going to do the stems. Oh, your mom is coloring tonight. Yay! You go, Mom. Now I'm going to let that dry. And then I'm going to take my black pen and I'm going to work on these little areas in between my lighter areas. And I'll be coming back and putting color in that later. Okay, Angie. Now, you need to take your time when doing this. And look how pretty that is. Okay, that's looking pretty cool. Now, while I'm doing that, let's go ahead and do the center of our other flower that we did last night. Again, black pen. See how much better that looks? Open Govee. All right, now let's capture some of this area here around these little buds. Look how much better that looks. Okay, now is everybody with me? Now I'm going to come in and I'm going to put in little dots for the areas between our little flower parts. Now, when we eventually come in with color here, if I put color over this gray, it will tone down the black a little bit. Any questions? It'll make sense when we get our colors in. All right. Now we have a little bit of greenery in here, and I'm going to go ahead and put that in only because I want that contrast in there now. I want it all and I want it now. Okay. So you want your light, medium, and dark brown, green, not brown. Let me swatch these for you. Here's my dark. Here's my medium. And there's my light. Now, while you're getting that, I want you to get light, medium, and dark purple. Just trust me on this one. So we have light, medium, and dark green. Okay, Maggie, thank you. And light, medium, and dark purple. And as soon as I find my dark purple, I will be a happy camper. Oh, let's see. So let me swatch these for you. Here's my dark. Here's my medium. Here's my light. And let me sharpen these. Hallelujah. Amen, amen. Okay, now I'm going to start up at the top on these sleeves. Let me adjust my camera. Now, at these leaves that are at the very top, we're going to come in with our light purple, our light and our medium purple. So there's my light. Here's my medium. Now, I'm going to turn that into green. So now, I'm going to bring in my light green. And then our medium. Obviously none of this is blended. And then my dark. Now I'm going to come back with my lightest purple here and we'll blend this. And then I'm going to come in with my light green and we'll blend over my medium and my dark. Now again, trust the process. And then our light green and then our medium. More blending with the light green. Okay. Light purple. And light green. then our medium green. A little bit of a finger blend. And then our dark green. And then our medium. Any questions about why I'm doing this? Okay, back with my light. I'm just going to blend this up a little more. Okay. And then our light green. Our medium green. Oops, hold on. I can't say that I have. I've never completed a coloring book. And then our dark green. Back to our purples. Light purple. Medium. Oh, Maggie, you have, yeah. Yes. Maggie, was that the Bunny Love Jubilee? Ah. Let me see if I can find it. Here, take a look at this. That is a cool little book. Oh, Bouncing Bunnies Jubilee. All right, thank you. I did a Bunny Love Jubilee as well. Hold on a minute, guys. Almost there. So there's Bouncy Bun. And then there's another one here if you're interested. Hang with me, guys. Okay, the first one I sent you is Bouncing Bunnies Jubilee. The second one I sent you is Bunny Love Jubilee. I accidentally mislabeled the links. Everybody get that? They're labeled the same, but they're different. Sorry. Okay. Oh, Lori, your mother completed 116 books? Wow. She once was a coloring maniac? I guess so. Check this little top at the part at the top. Then the medium. Let me work my dark a little more. Then my medium. And then our light. Check it out. Okay, let me pull out so you can see this. There we go. Now, for the moment, I'm not going to color this set of flowers to the left. Oh, you're going to finish Easy to Color Jubilee and then do a fully completed flip through. Cool. See these flowers right in here? I'm not going to touch these yet, and I have a reason for that. So hopefully you haven't colored them either. Kitty, that'll be a really neat flip through. Okay, see how pretty that is. Questions? Okay, I'm at a good stopping point at the moment. I'm going to start up on my scientist. Any questions on this? Miss Tammy, good night. Good night, Tammy. Good night, Tammy. Good night, Tammy. So glad you were with us tonight. Tammy, it's always fun when you're here. All right. Janie, you're going to work on the Sunshine Fairy? Sounds good. Okay. Miss Janie, good night. Now, I'm going to go down to the very bottom of the page. And I need to sketch in a very small line because it was cut off in the picture. So it's the very bottom here. At the bottom of this beaker. Now again, you guys know I always tell you don't be afraid to sketch in stuff. Now, where he's holding the beaker, this is part of his coat. So we've got our sleeve here to deal with. A little more camera adjustment. Now, this is supposed to be a sleeve. So before I lose the definition of it, I'm going to come in with my Payne's Gray. I'm going to outline that a little bit. Now, notice when I did the outline, I also came in, so there's my shadowing, and now I'm going to do some shading on it. By the way, did any of you ever get a hold of this book with this image to color along with me? I know a couple of you were looking into it. I don't know if anybody did it. Now, this beaker comes down a little further, so I'm going to go ahead and sketch that in. Although we don't want to go too far with it because it looks like we have a curved line right here. Let's bring this around as well. And we've got the bottom of our beaker. All right. All right, Lori, thanks for telling me that you're back. Okay. Now I'm going to curve our line a little bit better. on the bottom of the speaker. That's just me being a little picky. All right. And there goes my eraser tip altogether. Hold on. Okay. Stephanie, take care. Rest up. You are such a dear. You are such a dear. Now, this is one of those situations where the artist didn't finish off the image. It just kind of drifted away. So using my mechanical pencil, I'm going to finish it myself. And I'm not quite happy with that arm that I put in. Let's see. That's better. Now, that also means that this dark blue is going to come over here as well. I'm just finishing off the sleeve. All right. Now, the heel of the hand comes down through the jar, through the beaker. Let me clean this up. So we need to come in with our light skin tone and finish this area off. And then I'm going to show you how to distinguish between what's behind the beaker and the actual hand itself. Hold on 1 second here while I adjust something. Any questions about what I'm doing? Please ask. Okay. Everybody see how this is coming together? And then we have a little more skin over here. Now, I'm going to go back up to the fingers because right now they're light. If you'll notice, I did the full scale coloring on the face. And you can see how it's detailed and shaded and the pink cheeks. But right now, the hands on the outside are very light because I just didn't finish the detailing. So I'm going to come in with a medium flesh color. And we're going to start, pun intended, flushing in the color. So right now, I'm doing shading, and what shading means is I'm going to be defining the nooks and crannies of the hand, of the skin. Shadowing is when we get to the edges. Now, as you guys will recall, I've done this before with my hands, where we have the darker lines, and when you color in those lines, that's how you get the look of the bumpies. And notice when I bend my fingers that that all goes away, and now that's all light. So here's the shading, here's the light. So now what I'm doing is I'm starting to shade in those colors to show our nooks and crannies. So there are the fingers. Here's the area outside of the beaker. And here's our thumb. Okay, let me pull out. Everybody notice now how this hand is coming into play. Now I'm going to come in with my darkest skin color. And this is my Faber-Castell Cinnamon. These are the one of the pencils that I buy extra, Cinnamon 189. It's a good skin color. Okay. Let's start coloring in our crevices. Now I'm going to go over the top just a little bit of my previous colors, not too dark. Now look at the difference between our fingers. Check it out. And notice that the way I'm changing the intensity of the pencil is to go over the pencil area several times. I'm not doing it by pressing hard. This is where your layering comes in. Now, on this image, we actually have a knuckle missing because if you look at your own hand, we've got a knuckle near the end of the finger, and then we have our main knuckle. So our knuckle near our finger, or excuse me, near our fingernail is missing. So we need to shade that in a little bit. Details, guys, details. Everybody see that? Let's do our next finger. Now be sure that when you put in your cinnamon color that you blend it in. You don't want any of those edges showing. And then I'm going to, what? Shade in my extra knuckle. See how I'm curving it on both sides? All right. Now, the other night I was watching an episode of Columbo, and I've shown you guys this picture before as far as shading and shadowing. This is an image that was on Columbo. Anybody recognize this from me showing it before? And I want you to see how the shading is done around the cheeks here and the nose. To the left of the nose, the eyebrow, the mouth area, and on either side, this chin line. And I want you to notice how detailed this is, and how the difference now between the dark and the light really pulls up the features. Barbara Bush. Not quite. But I've shown you guys this portrait before and how to shade and shadow in order to get our distinctive facial features. Let me pull out just a little bit more. No, this is not Columbo's wife. I can't think of the episode name. Gosh, what was that? It was about one author. There were two men that were in partnership as authors, and one killed the other. And this was the character that they had created that made their books popular. Now, I would highly suggest that you take a screenshot of this. Let me pull out a little bit more just to get that hair. And let me get rid of that reflection. Guys, take a screenshot and keep it for reference. Thomas Columbo, yeah, it's an old TV series. Columbo was a detective, starring Peter Falk, Peterfalk. And it was pretty popular in its day. It's as a detective, he would always solve the murder of the week. Look it up. Columbo, Columbo, with Peter Falk. And it was the way that he played the detective that made it really neat. Let me put it this way. He is no Horatio from CSI Miami. But anyway, take a screenshot of this and keep it for reference. I would even go so far as to say print it out and put it up on your wall someplace where you'll see it. Yeah, Maggie, you can ask Siri where Columbo is playing. Okay. But they happened to show that particular episode last night, and I grabbed the picture real quick. Okay. Let's keep going with these fingers. And I want you to notice how funny that would look if we didn't put in that second set of knuckle. Let's see. Oh, it was called Murder by the Book. I found it. Good night, Thomas. So it's the Columbo episode Murder by the Book. I always thought that the Columbo episodes were really interesting. Does anybody know what Columbo's first name was? That's a little bit of trivia for you. All right. Darker pencil. Darker shading. Give that lady a star. It was never used in the series, but Frank was on his badge. That's right. It was Frank, which I think is a cool name for him. Maggie and Lori had the answer. Okay, let me pull out. Now I'm getting the palm and the thumb. And now I want you to see how cool our beaker is starting to look. Haven't done the nails yet, of course. Oh, Sunday Night Mysteries with McMillan and Wife. Yeah, I never got into that McMillan and Wife. I used to enjoy Kojak and The Streets of San Francisco. Okay. Now I'm going to make his cuffs gold-ish. And if you remember how to do that, I've shown you how to do it. I used to enjoy Hawaii Five-0, the original show. All right. Everybody remember how to do your gold as you do your brown? Your medium brown? Your light brown? What's my next color, guys? Tell me real quick. Hallelujah. Come on, guys, tell me before I find it. Yellow. Now, we need to do the same thing with the cuff behind the beaker. So, I'm very lightly going to come in with my medium brown. Very lightly with my lighter brown. And then my, sorry I was off camera, and then my yellow. And I want you to notice that that looks a little washed out. See it? And we're going to blend in that brown edge a little more. Check it out. And then I'm going to come in with a Faber-Castell 103, which is what? My ivory. And I'm going to lighten that brown with the ivory. Or I should say lighten the gold. All right. And then I'm going to go up to the other hand. Now, this other hand has that protective cuff on it, which is the black that we did. But we still have this edge. So here's my darker brown. My lighter brown. And then my yellow. Now, if you want that gold to be brighter, add a brighter yellow. And if need be, come back with a little bit of your brown. You're going to bounce back and forth between your brown and the yellow until you get the gold that you want. Okay. I think we're in pretty good shape. So let me pull out. And now we can see the beautiful detail on this thing. Isn't that gorgeous? I still have to detail the other hand. And then I'm going to show you how to do the glass with the background coming through. Okay, so we worked on our scientist and we worked on our cards. Isn't that gorgeous? I'm ready to call it an evening. We got another flower done, which I think looks great. This is ILene Vick for Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick, guys. Joyous, joyous coloring. Love on each other. That's what this group is known for. And I'll see you tomorrow night, same time, same place. Guys, please be sure to hit that like button. And please share this broadcast on your timeline. Okay, guys, have a great rest of the evening. I'll see you tomorrow night. Okay, guys, bye.